This is Mac OS Ken.
The Mac grows while PCs shrink. Cheap smartphones may be going away, all while billionaires frolic and play. It is Friday, the 10th of July, 2026. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken. Brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Notion, an AI-powered connected workspace for teams. Learn more about Notion's developer platform today at notion.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Helix Sleep, making premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your sleepy time needs. My sleep is so much better since I got my Helix Midnight Luxe mattress with optional Glaciotex cooling cover. Seriously, the hip pain with which I used to wake has gone away, while the cooling cover has kept me comfy even as summer temperatures have climbed. I'm not the only one who loves it though. Wired, Wirecutter, Good Housekeeping. Those are just a few sources that have made Helix the most awarded mattress brand. The special lady friend loves it too. Maybe it's the care they take, maybe it's the customization, maybe it's how simple they make everything. Whatever it is, I'm a fan. Find out for yourself with no risk. The Happy with Helix guarantee gives you a 120-night sleep trial with seamless returns and exchanges should either be necessary. You get free shipping and seamless delivery with your Helix mattress delivered right to your door, and if you're like me, you get to start sleeping more comfortably your first night. Go to helixsleep.com/macOSKen for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, and 30% off Elite mattresses. That's helixsleep.com/macOSKen for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, and 30% off Elite mattresses. HELIX, helixsleep.com/macOSKen. It was before Apple's recent price increases, of course, but I'm thinking the MacBook Neo might not have been a bad idea. 9 to 5 Mac had a look at new numbers from IDC. Those showed the Mac growing its global share of the computer space in the second quarter, while share for almost every other PC maker shrank. Now let's not get carried away. Apple is still in 4th place globally. But 4th place Apple and 5th place Asus were the only two to see shipments grow, and Asus just barely. Running through the top 5, Lenovo's shipments dropped just over 2%, HP's dropped 9%, Dell's dropped 5%, Apple's rose just over 10%, and shipments for Asus rose 0.2%. Even the big gray mass of Other saw its combined shipments decline 10.5%. Mad love for the MacBook Neo. According to IDC, Apple's share gain coincided with the latest product launch, the MacBook Neo, and while the company did raise prices in line with the broader market, it still remains well positioned against rivals facing the same cost pressures. Speaking of those, IDC indicates that the fall for the rest of them was driven largely by the ongoing memory supply crunch and resulting price increases, according to 9 to 5 Mac. Plus a dash of geopolitical issues. Sort of surprisingly, revenue has actually gone up despite the drop in volume. IDC Research Director for Consumer Devices Jitesh Abrani says that's happening because vendors are pushing through price increases faster than demand is dropping. Doesn't sound like he thinks that's going to last, though. Quoting the analyst, given worsening macro conditions and a memory shortage that isn't expected to ease until early 2028, we don't expect another round of inventory pull forward, which points to a sharp slowdown in growth rates in the second half of this year. Vendors are bracing for further price hikes into 2027, and channels are already flagging concern about elevated inventory at these higher price points. Did I read that right? There's a concern about the large number of high-priced computers that they're worried they will be sitting on. Meanwhile, remember how on-device AI was supposed to boost business buying? Not if machines get too expensive. And when they finally have to buy, businesses may not have much choice. The firm also pointed to another risk, according to 9to5Mac, the biggest PC makers gaining even more share as smaller rivals struggle with the memory crunch. Come the winter, we may look at inexpensive smartphones as a thing of the past. I know a lot of people hearing these words have used iPhones for nearly 20 years now. Inexpensive smartphones may not even register for you as a phrase that makes sense. You've grown in a world of expensive iPhones and iPhones that aren't quite as expensive. You know those Androids we hear about and kind of forget, though? The Vivos, the Oppos, the Motorolas, maybe? The big massive others that make up the gray bits on charts from the likes of Omdia. Yeah, their numbers may get thinner soon, according to Omdia. Formerly the market tracker Canalys, the market tracker Omdia posted a post this week saying that smartphones priced below $400 will decline globally by 22% as memory costs soar. How bad are we talking? Well, in the first quarter, according to the firm, memory costs already accounted for nearly 60% of the total bill of materials cost in smartphones priced below $400 and even exceeded 64% in products priced below $99. But it's not like memory prices went down after Q1. Far from it. The way Omdia reads it, smartphone makers are trying to offset memory cost pressure by reducing the cost of other components such as display panels, sensors, and radio frequency modules where supply remains abundant. Thing is, at the price points they're talking, there's not really much fat to trim. Meanwhile, lower-cost names you know, like Transsion, Oppo, Vivo, Honor, Xiaomi, they have raised their prices a lot just to maintain their thin profit margin. Meanwhile, your Samsungs, your Huaweis, your Apples, while the number of phones below $400 is expected to shrink by as much as 22% this year, phones above $400 will remain resilient and are expected to grow by 5.7%. That's said to be down to three factors. Smartphone vendors are shifting their focus to mid to high-end products. Continued retail price increases are expanding the share of products above $400. And high-end consumers are less price-sensitive, helping to sustain stable demand. That said, doesn't sound like their upgrades are going to be that great. Even for the $600 and above offerings, Omdia sees some manufacturers going with less expensive displays, saving the best for their premium models, not pushing camera technology on a given model, unless the camera was a serious selling point for that model before, and slowing down the pace of processor upgrades by using previous generation platforms, potentially reducing costs by around 30% to 40%. I feel fairly safe saying iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the foldable iPhone not included. That said, I will be curious to see what trades, if any, Apple makes for the entry-level iPhone 18 when that finally makes the scene. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Notion, an AI-powered connected workspace for teams, now with a developer platform for building on Notion. I'm into the unified platform idea. I got a friend whose team keeps kind of going rogue. They're not being bad, not intentionally anyway, but they're using apps and processes the rest of the company is not using. As a result, they're making great tools that other teams can't access. Also, might not be okay with IT. Notion's developer platform could fix that. It puts everybody on literally the same page. With the recent launch of custom agents, Notion became the collaborative AI workspace where teams and agents work side by side. And now their new developer platform is turning that workspace into infrastructure on which developers can build. I think my friend would like to use it, but it's not among the tools available to them, which is weird. Notion is used by over half the companies in the Fortune 500. So bring in those external sources, build those tools you need, combine teams into a super team with Notion. Learn more about Notion's developer platform today at notion.com/macOSKen. That's all lowercase letters, notion.com/macOSKen to try Notion's developer platform today. And when you use that link, you are supporting this show. That's all lowercase letters, notion.com/macOSKen. Billionaire summer camp is underway, and at least 3 Apple bigwigs are camping it up. 9 to 5 Mac ran a piece Tuesday that had Apple CEO Tim Cook in attendance with Apple SVP of Services and Health, Eddie, the all-encompassing Q. Then Wednesday, Mac Rumors ran a piece that had Apple CEO Tim Cook in attendance with incoming CEO John Ternus. I would love it if Cook was doing a sitcom thing, like he's attending with both Q and Ternus, but trying to keep each from knowing the other is there. It's like Peter Brady meets Obscene Wealth and Power. Others in attendance, according to 9 to 5 Mac, include the CEOs of YouTube, OpenAI, GM, Warner Brothers Discovery, and Netflix. Meanwhile, Mac Rumors tags the CEOs of Alphabet, Anthropic, and Palantir, which I like to call Palantir, just because I'm pretty sure it would really bug them. It's not officially called Billionaire Summer Camp, by the way. Mac Rumors says the Sun Valley Conference brings together some of the world's most influential figures in media, technology, and finance for several days of private meetings and all-around FaceTime. Seems stupid to use FaceTime, they're all right there. Oh, you mean like yeah, okay. Big deals have come out of Sun Valley. Disney buying ABC in 1995 is thought to have started there as a conversation. Jeff Bezos buying the Washington Post in 2013 is also said to have come from the conference, as well as Verizon's purchase of AOL in 2014. Wow. Remember AOL? For the 12 of you with an Apple Vision Pro, have you checked out the offering from Lamborghini? 9 to 5 Mac says the Italian car maker launched an app this week for Apple's headset, offering an immersive look at its latest models inside and out. The app gives users 2 ways to explore 4 cars: the Urus SE, Urus SE Performante, the Temerario, and the Revuelto. I'm sure I got all of those pronunciations just. As for presentation, you can go full immersion, exploring the cars in a digital curated environment designed by the car maker. Leaning on the augmented reality thing, though, there is also shared space. That one lets users place one of the cars in their own surroundings. The piece says the car integrates seamlessly with the environment. Shrink it down to tabletop size or view it at true 1-to-1. Perfect for seeing how it's going to look in your garage. Or would look in your garage. Of course, it wouldn't be fun without fun stuff to do. 9 to 5 Mac says users can peel back the bodywork to see the structural integrity and the complex engineering of the hybrid motors. Watch 3D streamlines flow over the car, demonstrating how they manage downforce and cooling. View original 3D sketches and hear from the designers about the Y-shape and hexagon motifs that define the brand's aesthetic, and hear the engine's roar with spatial audio. As a user moves around the car, the piece says the sound shifts and resonates exactly as it would in the physical world. Just don't lean on it. You don't want to dent the thing, plus, it's not really there. You'd be forgiven for forgetting, though. Lamborghini leans hard on the app's incredible level of detail and immersion, according to the piece, from the stitching of the seats to every element of the cockpit. The Lamborghini app for Apple Vision Pro is in the App Store for Apple Vision Pro. And finally today, Apple TV started teasing a crime drama 4 months out. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release this week promoting Nocturne, based on the best-selling Lars Kepler novels Lazarus and The Sandman. The release says the series tells the story of an ex-soldier turned homicide detective who, tired of working the tough streets of Philadelphia, moves to a small town in western Pennsylvania for a quiet life. But as the town and his family come under attack from a diabolically cunning serial killer, the detective must protect all that he holds dear. Stephen Graham plays the serial killer, Liev Schreiber plays the detective, Zazie Beetz plays the detective's surrogate daughter, an FBI agent who gets drawn into the fray. 10 episodes for this one. The first 2 hit Apple TV on Friday, the 30th of October. Happy Halloween. They'll run 1 per Friday after that through the 25th of December. And a Merry Christmas to ya. macOS Ken, brought to you by me, and sponsored by Helix Sleep. Get 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, and 30% off Elite mattresses at helixsleep.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Notion. Learn more about Notion's developer platform today at notion.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can find me on Mastodon, macOSKen at mastodon.social. You can also send me an email, info@macOSKen.com. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.